Okay, so you said 516. Here we go. Alright, hope she picks up. Hello!
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
You ready to answer 73 questions?
I am.
Alright. Lovely home, by the way.
Thank you.
Where in the world are you?
I'm in Langkawi in Malaysia.
Oh wow. Is it your first time here?
Yeah, that's my first time in Asia altogether.
I take it you love travelling then?
I do. I absolutely love traveling. I love just discovering different cultures and people and just losing myself in a different environment.
Where did your love for travelling begin?
About 4 or 5, maybe like 5 years ago, I first went to Montreal and I was there by myself during my PhD for about 3 months and I just fell in love with it then. I started my blog, I started my YouTube channel and here I am.
So what's your favourite travel destination then?
I'm biased. I have to say Langkawi right now. But I was previously in Penang and I absolutely love Penang.
Okay. Who is your favourite travel partner?
Me, what can I say? But I think I also, now that I'm married, I like that person behind the camera.
Ah. So you travel alone then?
Yeah. I think travelling alone is something that every single person should do at some point in their life.
I see. Sure. You seem quite organised.
I am. Can't you see? I've got my travel maps ready. I have all my itineraries ready on my phone.
So you plan a travel itinerary?
Yeah, I don't travel without planning exactly what I'm going to do, where I'm going to eat. But I try now to kind of relax a bit and try to go with the flow a bit sometimes. Come outside, there's a balcony.
Okay, cool. Let's take a look at the view.
So warm outside, isn't it?
Ooh, this is so pretty. Were you disorganized during your PhD?
Yeah. Always organised. I like a bit of structure, I do.
What is your title of your PhD thesis?
You think I'm going to remember that? It's very long. Something to do with cortex, something to do with biology, something to do with cancer, something to do with cells, actin and myosin. Put them together to get my thesis like that.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, totally.
I take it you love education.
Yeah.
How many degrees do you have?
A number under 4. No, a number under 5, but over 4.
So what, 4.5?
4.5, correct?
What's the 0.5?
0.5 is a few master credits that I have lingering.
Okay then.
Let's go back inside, it's too warm.
Fine. What is one piece of advice you'd give a student in university right now?
I would say make sure that you know what you're doing, you're consistent, but more importantly that you're really making sure that you check out the career options that you have when you finish university, because I think something that students do a lot of the time is just graduate, finish university and then look for jobs when they haven't found any experience, don't have any idea what's out there. I think that's the biggest mistake you can do.
Okay, so what do you do right now then?
Travel, what do you think? Or do you mean work-wise?
I meant work-wise, yes.
So work-wise, I would say that I do an amalgamation of things, but I would say my 9 to 5 is I teach maths in a school between 4 days a week, so Monday to Thursday. And then on my day off, I use that for YouTube, I use that for my consultancy, I have a few businesses, and yeah, I just live life really.
Quite a few things then.
Yeah, somewhat.
So like where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
I would say that I don't really know, to be honest. I don't like to plan that far ahead. I don't think that planning 5 years ahead is going to really help you achieve those things. I do think it's important to have goals, but I don't necessarily think that planning 5 years ahead means that things will happen, because you just don't know what's going to happen in 5 years, right?
That's true.
So I like to plan more kind of short term and then hope for the long term goals to kind of, you know,
This is a nice office.
It is, isn't it?
You have a book collection, I see.
I do.
What are you currently reading?
What I'm reading? Okay, so I'm currently reading this book, Slay in Your Lane. Spent the last night, the whole kind of afternoon actually yesterday, reading this on the beach, as you do. It is an inspirational book that every black girl needs to read.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Will you ever become a full-time YouTuber?
I wouldn't say that I have any intention to, because I feel like I love what I do right now on YouTube. And yeah, I just feel like I love being creative on YouTube, and I don't like that I'm tied down to it financially. And I think if I was, I might actually start to test it. But right now it's a hobby.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep it like that.
So how long have you been on YouTube for?
How many years has it been now? About 3 years. So I'm not an OG, I'm not like the most original YouTuber. I'm not someone who's been there for ages. But I'm growing, it's going good, it's going well.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Has it changed?
I don't know, I don't think in my field it has. In education I think it's getting better and better. But I hear a lot of other beauty bloggers and stuff say it has, but I don't know. I always say it hasn't.
So who do you look up to on YouTube?
No one, not gonna lie. There isn't anyone that does what I do on YouTube, so I'm sorry. But now I would say that there are a lot more bloggers, and I wouldn't say bloggers, but content creators that are creating content that is educational. So there are a few that I look up to right now, but there still is not a female. So watch this space.
Alright, any advice then for budding YouTubers?
Find your niche. Find what makes you unique. If you are someone who wants to go into a field like beauty or fashion where there are so many others out there, then you still can, but just find what makes you unique and stick to that.
You never really show your family on YouTube. Is there a reason for that?
Not really. They don't have a problem with it. I just don't really, they didn't sign up for this. I signed up for it, so why should I force them to be on YouTube, right? Okay. But when I do go on holidays and stuff, they do join in my channel, but I'm just not a fan of sticking people that don't want to be there or didn't sign up for this, their whole life online. So yeah, don't really see the need, to be honest.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. And I'm the oldest, by the way.
Did you have a good childhood?
I would say that I did have a good childhood. I absolutely loved my childhood. I think that my parents really tried their best to make sure that we had the best of all parts of being a child.
What was your favourite part of your childhood?
I would say just being best friends with my family. So my sisters and brothers, we were all just besties. And yeah, come back to that tea. Would you like one?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So, do you want kids?
Do I want kids? Yes, I do. I think I do. No, I know I do.
And how many?
Probably 2 or 3.
When?
Let's ask you. What do you think?
No comment. Do you think you'd be a strict parent?
I always have said that I don't want to be as strict on my kids as my parents were because they were super strict. But I think I probably will end up being really authoritative.
Do you think you'd be a strict parent then?
I think I will be, yeah, probably.
Any advice for choosing the right spouse?
I would say make sure that you ask those questions that you don't want to ask.
Okay.
Things like how much do you earn, and what kind of parent do you want to be, and what do you see yourself in terms of your religion and your aspirations. Questions that you think are a bit touchy, you need to ask those, otherwise you won't, find someone who matches what you want. But also bear in mind that people might not always be honest, so take what they say with a pinch of salt and look at their actions more than you listen to their words.
Wow.
That's how I got you, right?
So how is marriage then?
It's great.
What's your favourite thing about being married?
My favourite thing is, I guess, having a bestie that I can travel with, and also having someone who I would say just is very supportive. And I think again that comes down to marrying someone that you are compatible with. And you always hear people say that marriage is difficult, but I don't think it's difficult. I think it's quite easy actually.
Do you set goals in life, or do you just go with the flow?
Depends. So let's say for example I want to travel to a certain number of countries in my life. That will be a go with the flow thing. I'm not going to plan it. Let's say I want to finish a degree, PhD. That will be a goals thing. So it really depends. Some things require set goals and set decisions. Some things require a bit more freedom and go with the flow.
Okay.
Come outside.
Right, let's go outside again.
So this is the rainforest view.
I see why they call it that.
We're not going to stay here too long. Just take our swimming trunks that we swam with yesterday. Let's go back inside now.
Seem very organised. How do you plan your day?
So I'm actually quite meticulous. I plan my day using a planner. So I usually write down all the things I want to do, including academic, including work, including just life, including cleaning, things like that. And yeah, I just try to make sure that I achieve them and make sure that they are achievable.
So you still use planners and pens and
For
pencils?
Sure.
You seem
Any
like,
smart person would.
you seem like an oldie at heart.
I'm an oldie. I love postcards, I love letters, I love handwritten notes. Who doesn't?
Okay, well, is it bad luck then to tell people your goals?
Yeah, I think it is. I wouldn't say it's bad luck actually. I would say keep it to yourself and the fruits of your labour will speak for themselves. Let your actions speak for themselves.
This is a nice wardrobe.
It is. I don't have too much clothes in here right now. I'm currently travelling, so I only have a few items, a few pieces.
What are you wearing right now then?
Right now I am wearing quite a simple outfit. It is quite warm and this blazer's coming off in a short while. But this blazer from Mango, love how structured it is. This is double-breasted blazer as well. Absolutely love this. I'm also wearing this satin skirt, which I can't remember where I got it from. And then I've got my Birkenstocks on.
Nice.
My lifelong Birkenstocks that I absolutely love. Yeah.
Are you superstitious?
Am I? Yes, I would say that I am superstitious to a certain degree, but not to the point where I don't go under ladders or, don't look at cracked mirrors. Not to that point. But I would say that I think karma is a thing. Does that count?
I guess so.
Yeah.
What's your favourite cuisine?
I wouldn't say I have any favourite cuisine, but I definitely enjoy certain foods from different cuisines. So I'm a fan of, Italian food. I also love pasta lasagnas. I also love Mediterranean food. I also love Japanese, Thai, Malay. I love Mexican.
Everything.
Give it to me.
That's a lot of food. How do you stay fit?
I wouldn't say that I'm a big fitty. I don't go to the gym all the time, but I do try to make sure that I always moderate what I eat and how much actions I take in the day. So I try to always make sure that I am taking the longer route, or I'm going up the stairs instead of taking the lift, or my job is always walking around. So that's what I like to do. I wake up early, I try to be active, and in terms of food, I don't overindulge. So I always make sure that I am, feeding myself, nourishing myself correctly, but not overindulging. But I have my days, don't you worry.
Who's your life inspirations?
You?
Ah.
My parents. I would definitely say that my parents have inspired me to be someone who is the best version of myself. And I think, they really pushed all of my siblings to be the best versions of ourselves, both academically, also in life as people, but also religiously. They always made sure that we had a balance of all of those things. And if I can give that to my children and to set the next generation on the right path, that would be a huge goal for me.
Do you have a party trick?
I actually don't. Do you?
Yes, but I don't want to discuss that in camera. Tell me one unusual fact about yourself.
I always say that my language, my mother tongue, is an extinct language. So it's basically us as a nation. So Hararis, I'm Harari, which is a tribe from Ethiopia. We are dying essentially because we're marrying other people and we're quite small anyway.
Oh, the language is dying, not your.
We are too,
Oh.
both. Yeah. So the people and the language.
Okay.
And it's also only a spoken language, which means you can't learn it, you can't read it, you can't write it. So yeah, that's quite interesting, and I think
So where were you born?
I was born in Newham General Hospital. I'm an East London girl through and through.
Alright. Where do you want to live in the future?
Right here. Ideally, London's always going to be my home. I don't think I can ever see anywhere but London as being my home. And yeah, I guess I can't ever replace London. It's my baby and it's where I always want to be in the future. However, I would say that I do want to do a year or two in a different country. So I wouldn't mind even Malaysia, not here, maybe Kuala Lumpur, somewhere that there might be more jobs and an industry, I guess. Maybe somewhere like Malaysia, somewhere like Oman, Qatar, somewhere that has, even Australia I wouldn't mind for a few years. So yeah, long term I would always say London because I love London, as expensive as it is, but I definitely want to travel a bit and be a little nomad, I guess.
That's good to hear. Well, that's 73 questions done.
Okay.
Thanks for your time, Amina.
Thank you.
Can I show my myself out. Alright,
Thanks for having me.
bye bye.
Bye bye.